Weapons fire detected.
Guys, what is up? My name is Sealy and we are on my Warhammer 40k world. We are here and we are building in creative mode, and we are building massive epic battles, as you can see right behind me. It is gorgeous. Look at these zombies, I mean orcs, whatever you want to call them. They're zombie heads, but they're supposed to be orcs. But yes, you can pretty much get the idea. These orcs are massive army. They are really, charging head on straight forward to their death with massive guns. And then we have the epic, humongous, gorgeous, beautiful sky battle happening. We have the flak, we have the orc drop pods coming down, trying to get a advantage on top of the fortress Titanus. And I do want to say, there's so much in this world. Hey, dude. Lols. There's so much built in this world. Like, I've built so much that the computer has a hard time comprehending all. It's very glitchy. And to me, that I'm sort of proud. At the same time, I'm a little scared. So I'm proud, being like, yes, I built so much, but at the same time I'm sort of like, oh, but I built so much and I'm afraid the world's gonna crash and be deleted and stuff. So hopefully not. Fingers crossed, all my hard work won't be destroyed, completely destroyed at least. But okay, back to what I was saying about the new stone. So here I added a little bit of paint because these tanks were just pure black, but I put some red on them to make them look like the faction that it is. I have another tank over here. I haven't put any works on it yet, but I did do a little bit right there. We have in here, so right there, these guns were isolated. They were by themselves, like I didn't connect them to the base. So that's sort of what I did over here, is I connected it to the base. So here we have, I want this to connect up here, so I connected the guns up here. But yeah, we have up here, I made a little air pathway through here to connect up here to these guns. I added this little thing to slide up and down to make it a little bit more cooler, a little bit more add-on to the idea. We have this guy ready to go up and join the battle, showing the orc ships and everything down. So it's super cool. I added these chains right here. I need this world to feel more Warhammer like. Warhammer is sort of like the sci-fi Great Crusade type idea. Crusades, not the Great Crusade, but the Crusades, like the medieval Crusades / Warhammer style. So that's sort of what I was going for. This fortress is only designed by me. There's nothing really. I'm not really copying any other fortress. This is all my design. So I'm sort of just having fun building as I'm going. I know I should have actually made an outline of what I'm working on, like actual outline of the entire fortress, which is what I really, really, really need to do. But so far so good. But yeah, I do need to actually make an outline of the entire fortress. One of the things I completely did not think about is a hangar for ships and planes and all. I haven't gotten even to that point. And so I'm like, where am I going to fit the hangar in this base, this fortress? So I got to figure out where I'm going to put the hangar. Probably could put the hangar like, yeah. So I got to figure out where I'm going to put the hangar. We have this crash ship. I got to do the battle scene or something over here. So yeah, I got to figure out where I'm going to put the hangar. But we got the big, so moving on from ships and everything, spaceships. Speaking of spaceships, actually, we got this big giant shadow, and boom, we got this big giant massive battle happening in the sky. This ship right here was my first orc battleship I made. It is being destroyed. It is gorgeous, beautiful. But up here we have the battles up here. And so yeah, we have the battle up here. I just remembered what I was trying to do in the video, and I didn't do it. But we're moving on. I'm gonna show you what I've done. So here with the new colors and everything, I was like, you know what, I need to add more color to this Imperial battleship. So at the tip I've added the copper. I couldn't remember what copper was called. We have copper right here at the tip, so we give that a little more detail, the ramming part. Then we have the gold on the guns and the gold decorated across the ship. Because the reason why I did gold was because the Imperial forces use gold a lot. Like that's their color. It's gold. And so that's sort of what I was going for, wanting to add that, implement that into the battleship a little bit. Then I add another orc battleship right here. Now you might just be like, hey look, you just copy and paste. I did not, I pretty much copied and paste, but I pretty much had consistently go over here, look around, count the block, come back here, put them down. So it was a lot of work just copy and pasting pretty much, but just, just know it was a lot of work to put this here. And so, yeah, it was just a lot of work. But I'm happy. I think it looks sort of cool. The two two ships right here. Now, here's this ship. I'm going to make a Warhammer Thunderhawk. I believe it's what's called. And it's a fighter pretty much, or a bomber, or whatever we call it. I think it's a fighter. Not actual fire, but I think it's a carrier actually. Yeah, carrier. Yeah, I'm gonna make a carrier coming in and charging and shooting that gun that ship right there. I'm realizing it's a little high, so I'm gonna have to lower it a smidge bit, just a little bit, lower it a little bit so it has it's directly shooting at this battleship. I realize there's one thing I want to do. I think it would be so epic, is make some Titans. And if you don't know what Titan is, Titan itself explains what I'm trying to say. But the name itself, the thing itself, is these ginormous mechs and robots, whatever we'll call them. And we have, mechs, not robots, mechs. And there's the orc mech, and then we have the Imperial mech. I thought it'd just be sweet, magnificent if I could make one of those here. I have no clue where I'd place it. Well, I could actually, you know what? I have this fun idea. What if I place the Titan right here, smack dab right here, and then we have the burn a little bit of this forest down, or most of this forest down. Put the orc mech right here, and then have the Titan mech up above, or the Imperial mech, having this the Knights of Asciliath mech up here. That's the faction, the human faction, Space Marine faction. Have the mech coming down. Moving on, having the Titan mech right here, and it blazing guns. Just imagine my right arm, the big giant machine guns, like, and then we have the orc mech down here with its bigness and it shooting. We have like big holes and dents in the mountain. That would be cool. Or I can actually dig that entire part of the mountain out. And what I mean by dig this entire mountain out, I mean like not the entire thing, but like inside, dig it out like a dwarf, and then having this area right here, which is actually almost perfect, to have it a window for the hangar and all of the other things. Because I've isolated the Fortress Titanus to this little area, but if we come in here just real quick, I'm going to give you a full tour of the entire base. There's not much space left in here. I've pretty much filled it all up. I've taken all the stuff out. The bunker is pretty much full. We come down here, the bottom area is pretty much full. So the pigs and animals and chickens and all, I forgot I had this area. But all this is pretty much full, and I've really made it small. Like recently, I've sort of been given the, I've been sort of shown the what I can do with big giant builds. And I'm sort of just coming back from a server I've been recently part, coming back and realizing, thinking about bigness, big builds like this one, where it's big but not as big as I really want it to be. I'll probably dig the rest of the mountain out, and I know that's going to be part of a bigger project. I'm gonna have to connect it to this part. So I think there's like gonna be 2 blocks where it's gonna be this block, and then there's gonna be the inner block. But I'm happy with how many orcs I do have down right now. It's a lot, a lot. But my goal is to go over and beyond. My goal is to make this world epic with as many vehicles, as many battle scenes, and as many stick figure things or armor stands as possible to make this the best and epic build ever, and make it hard to match. Really, that is my goal, which I'm succeeding. I would say I'm succeeding. I'd be surprised if there's any other build as big, as epic, and as many armor stands as mine. But then again, that's a hard thing to say, and we're gonna see if one of y'all shows pops up in my comments being like, "Hey, Sealy, there's something bigger." I'm like, "What?" And so my goal is to continue to make mine ever bigger and ever awesomer. All right, so we are back, and I have finished the Night Titan, or Titan, the Night, whatever you want to call him, the Night Titan. I guess you just call it Titan. And yeah, so worked on him for a bit. It was pretty cool. I'm gonna put a picture up to show you what the actual real design supposed to look like. I know the head and everything just sort of, it does look really off, but you only can do so much in Minecraft, to be honest. So don't be too harsh on me on the design. But I think I sort of got the essence of it pretty good. It got the shoulder pads decent. The head is a weird, funny design, but it's pretty cool nevertheless. The legs I started with, I think the legs sort of are okay as they are. So I tried my best. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't look exactly like the actual knight, but it's good enough. So we have the big gun right here. The big, artillery weapons right here. So we're getting that design. Then we have the guns, the 2 auto machine type machine guns. And we have 2 barrels for that. Sorry, I don't know what that laugh was. It was weird. Then we have the exhaust ports. Here we have this, there's an armor slab right here, and then there's another armor slab. There's about 3 different armor slabs on the Titan. I was only just able to get one, and so yeah, hopefully it doesn't look too weird. We have the head. This is supposed to be the main head of the Titan, sort of. And I'll block this up sort of to give that, there's some stuff and there's engine parts right there. So we have the head. The head's sort of weird on my real life, where I just start taking a nap every so often. I know that's weird to say, but it's true. I have a short energy span, so yeah. But the helmet, the knight helmet, I think it's sort of weird. I think I used the furnace in a interesting way, sort of giving the furnace feel. I know that's sort of weird idea to use it first, how I'm using it, but I think it sort of gives a interesting design to it. I have to work on the I understand I have to use the helm, work on the head a little bit more. I'm using orange, copper as a orange color, and gold as another color. Actually, I completely forgot that this actually is a secondary color for my faction, so I could probably be replacing the copper color with wood, because like I said, my faction actually has, so my faction has 2 colors, the Knights of Escalia, the Warhammer faction, the Warhammer faction that I building everything on is try and find that one. Oh, dark oak. Type it in, dark oak piece right here. But yes, it's made out of a dark brown color, so that's sort of what the faction uses as a secondary color. So it's a little weird, but what I was going for was a dirt type color. So this actually looks way better, thinking about it, actually, because the gold and copper don't really work together too well, but if the main premise is that the factions color, if I'm using factions color, because I was just using copper for, I don't know why I was using copper really, but I was just using copper. But if copper can be used as a detail, but using it as I'm doing something like that looks actually way better, because now I get the color of the brown and the gold. So in case, so that's sort of what moving back to design. So that's where I was going for. The legs, we have the torso part. There's actually like two, there's like some, not like ball parts. I don't know what that means. That's probably not the right word to say. But there's like, two tubes. There we go. Two tubes on either side of the waist of the Titan. And then I don't know what that's for. I think that was just like a fun design. To make it a little bit more robotic. We have the waist part where it sort of moves. There's this big giant slab of waist part, and then we have the legs. The legs aren't too well, designed like. I was just trying to get the basic design of the legs, give them a little bit more bulk. I think I sort of did okay job sort of giving the idea that these are legs and they can move. I think I did a pretty good job with that. Nevertheless, then we have the knee pads or knee parts, and we have the feet. So yeah, that's the Titan. That looks pretty good. Nevertheless, but making this thing move or look like it's moving is not gonna work. I probably could make this thing make it look like it moved or has moved or something, make it angle wise, but that's gonna be a pain, so I probably won't do it. But I think nevertheless how it looks now is great. So here's like the area where it rises up and chunk. But I probably want to add some things to make it look like it can rise up. So that means like adding some stuff to make it look like it's an elevator. I'm not gonna design down there where it actually came from. No way, Jose. But I know it's off-centered, which is ridiculous because I should have known to do it, but I was like, no, it'll be fine. I don't need a center it. Look, it's perfectly centered. And then now I'm looking at it like, no, it's way off-centered. So I'm going to fix that, move that just a slight bit, tad to the left, that area, and just square it. And then this area, I'm going to square this off to make it centered. Here we have this area where it sort of goes down. What I want is like a Titan showdown or something that's coming to a Titan showdown. So we have the Knight Titan rising, and then we have a Orc Titan right here, maybe in this area. Sort of getting ready to like fight the or bring some pain upon the fortress defenses, but then maybe make it look like it got hit with the explosion from the cannon fire. That'd be cool. But yeah, so I burned down a whole bunch of trees. I like the trees. Sometimes I don't like trees. I like trees, but trees in Minecraft are pretty annoying sometimes. So I'm gonna flatten this area, make it look all nice and gritty and dirty, like the feet were stomping. And then I'm going to build a Titan. And then we have this Titan right here, who's ready to face off the Orc Titan, be like, let's show down. And so I'm building this down, building this area, continue to build it downward. Hey look, there's a shadow, that's cool. So I was inspired by this. I like this idea where it's sort of rugged and has this sort of curved, square, circled idea. So hopefully as I build this downward, I can make it look more circle. I know it's gonna be bigger than it really needs to be, but the idea is that the Titan, this is a pathway for the Titan, if so that it can be mobile and build up defense, like open fire, like on the angle. I just made this up. So what I'm thinking is the Titan, I just want the two Titans to have a showdown. So the Knight Titan, if the like it's being besieged right now, the Titan can be a mobile army, pretty much, or defenses. So it can just sort of walk slowly, steadily down here, and then turn to the angle of the enemy and be like, and just like load them up. So that's sort of the main idea, the main premise. So that means if I want that to happen, then I sort of have to figure out this better. I have to mine down a little bit more and get a better, clear view for the Titan to just bring pain upon the enemy. But that's sort of what I was thinking is, just a mobile unit that can move down this pathway and then open fire. Now, I'm not going to make it exactly like a pathway, because if I did make a pathway, I have to make it out of concrete or something, so it looks like it was human-made or made. But I want to make it more like a natural look idea, because like I said, I was inspired by this. So I'm going to make it more natural looking after I get the basic design idea. But I have to make it look like there's enough room for a big giant feet to stomp down. So I'm having to figure out the width and the idea. I think I made it 6 wide, but then I was like, you know what, 6 wide is going to take too long to get to a point where I like it. So I'm gonna make it 4. I'm gonna lower the number. So I made 5, then made 4. Then I was like, wait, I need to continue making it bigger. So I made it bigger, and now I'm realizing that this part needs to be fixed. In any case, so I'm gonna build that, and then I'm gonna work on the Titan itself, the Orc Titan. And the idea, like I said, is the 2 Titans are gonna show down. That's gonna be super cool looking. But nevertheless, I'm gonna make some Titans, which can be epic and cool looking. And yeah, everything's coming together. It's beautiful to see it coming together, really. I was a little frustrated with making the Titan, but I'm happy how the Titan has turned out. Not perfect, not gorgeous, but okay. Decent look to the Titan. I actually realized something. I can make this a brim idea, because make this a little bit detailed right here. Because armor has like this this normal armor has like a outline, so I can do this, make the add a little bit of detail to the Titan, make it look like he has an outline. So doing this, come on, let me get up here, boom boom boom, there we go. Now we have like an outline of the Titan's armor, which sort of I'm liking it. It sort of can grow on you. In case, so yeah, working on this and maybe do the Orc Titan sooner or later, but for now I'm getting the outline of the area done, guys. Alright guys, so we are back and I have finished the Orc Titan. It is cool and epic looking, I do have to say. So yeah, we have finished it. It has a big barrel, and it has a nice arm. I will put it, I'll put a picture up so you can get actual idea of what the Orc Titan looks like in the left right hand corner. Your right, not my right, I guess. I'm not sure. We'll see where I put the Orc picture, but yeah, oops, clicking the wrong buttons around here. So yeah, it has a nice big gun. It has a little shoulder piece. Has another shoulder piece that's a big giant chainsaw, and it looks pretty disturbing. That's what it's supposed to look like. We have some chicken feet. I call them chicken feet, chicken legs, and it looks. Speaking of chicken legs, it looks fantastic back here because of the stomped feet, giving that feeling that it is heavy, has walked far, and it has stomped the ground to dirt. To mud actually, but we have one big barrel coming out of its belly, and so yeah, and then we have the head. The head's probably the coolest and most disturbing part of the mech. We're using dripstone for the teeth, for the jaw of the mech, and then we have the 2 eyes, and then we have the head. So we're just giving that feeling of trying to say, it has teeth, it can bite, and then we have the engine, the pipes in the back, releasing some fumes, and then we have the little green goblin up in his little house. Not house, it's a little stand area, where he's wait, no, it's called a bird perch. I don't remember what you call that. You call it something. It's like it's a boat term. It's a shipping sail term. I don't know what you call it. Bird's nest. There we go. We have a little goblin on its bird's nest. I don't know why he's up there, but he's up there. And I just wanted to put a goblin up here, to be honest. But yeah, so we have weapons, everything ready to go. It's nice and red, so it looks more frightening. And then way over here we have the cool epic submarine looking masterpiece. I know it looks like some type of vehicle, submarine, or whatever you want to call it. I know it looks like one, but it's not. It's just pure rock, pure stone. I think really what you could look at, it's man-made, and that it's supposed to be, the mech is supposed to be able to walk on it and give some fire from the flank of the enemy. So we have a little, as you can see, there's a little indents I put in there to make it look like the mech. There has been a mech here beforehand, sort of give that feeling. But yeah, our glorious mech, he looks fantastic. I think I decorated him a little bit more so he looks a little bit fantasticer. Is there anything else? I don't know if fantasticer is even a word. Is there anything else I did before? I did a little bit more ship battle. I decorated these ships a little bit more. There's the belly. Oh yeah, I didn't finish the belly, did I? But in any case, the ships look a little bit more detailed with the bulkheads, drilled in. A little bit of paint, some guns on the side. This is one detail I sort of missed, was the guns on the side. So we have that, looks pretty cool. Here's some more guns. And yeah, so, releasing fire, bringing pain upon each other. It looks fantastic and epic. I think that's it for this section. Yeah, I think next, but yeah, I think that's it for now, guys. I think that is the episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for earlier if I've been blabbing a lot. Don't mean to be blabbing and speaking so much, but just when you're lonely like me, you talk a lot to yourself. No, I'm playing. I'm not that lonely. But sorry for just talking a whole bunch. If you did enjoy it, let me know. If you didn't really enjoy it, let me know. Just give me some feedback on what you think. If me blabbing was really disturbing and really annoying and you just wanted me to get to the point, or you kind of enjoyed it and you liked to know that my train of thought, my what I was thinking at the time. Just give me some feedback if you want. But in any case, thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next Monday or next episode, whenever I get another episode down. But hopefully it'll be next Monday. We'll have to see.